Hump day, Wolfpack. Yes. Happy hump day. This is one of my favorite days of the week. We get to do a little snatch work, and everybody loves deadlift, handstand push-ups, and rowing. So this is a very good training session. There's a lot to be done, and there's a lot of improvements to be made, and so please pay attention to the directed stimulus so that we can make sure we're getting the most out of the workout. We're getting through it as the workout is written, and it's not the most challenging thing in the world until the last couple rounds. Okay, so I'm really excited about this day. We're going to progress our power snatches a little bit from last week, kind of like we did with the split jerks. We spent a little bit more time working some heavy singles. Okay, normally in EMOMs we build our way up, and then we've got, maybe the final 3 or 4 reps that are really, really heavy. But to obviously improve moving heavier loads and getting more comfortable under heavier barbells, we got to actually do a little bit more of that. So this EMOM here is the same for Friday's cleans, but is going to kind of simulate that. So based off of what we hit last week for the single, we want to take the percentages again. So we got 3 sets of 1 at 65 to 70%, or somewhere around a 6 or 7 out of 10 RPE. Shouldn't be heavy, should be moderate, should be something that we can still focus on our technique just a little bit and it not take away from our power and our strength for the snatch. Okay, so we can kind of prime the snatch positions with a little bit of moderate weight so that as we get to the heavier loads, right, it's already ingrained. So make sure this is still very comfortably moved for the first 3 sets, because we can kind of use it still a little bit as warm-up, but it should be, right, heavier than we normally would start an EMOM. Normally you'd start an EMOM at like probably 30%, right? And then build your way up from that. So we got to build up a little bit before we get to that. So a little bit heavier. The next 3 sets of 1, a little bit heavier than that. You're looking at anywhere between 10 to 20 pounds, depending on how high your power snatch ceiling is. And then we've got the final 4 sets of 1, which are going to be our heavy singles. At no point in time through this should we be sacrificing form, starfishing, having crappy reps just because we're trying to go heavier. Okay, we're not going to make any forward progress on our snatch if we don't abide to the still technical limitations of our snatch, right? This percentage may be fine to hit on any other day, but maybe tomorrow it's not there, and if we try to force this 85 to 90% with shitty form, it's just going to actually negate our progress in power snatches. So if you can adhere to these percentages and maintain perfect posture, perfect positions, good speed on the bar, good catch position, right? We're not chasing it all over the gym, then absolutely hit these percentages. But if they're not there tomorrow, don't hesitate to bring it down just a little bit. We're still working some moderate to heavy loads, but we're not sacrificing our technique just because it's supposed to be heavier, you know what I mean? So take that into account for tomorrow when we're doing the power snatches, okay? And we should be good. I made a little bit of change to this workout. I don't know, I kind of looked at it and thought I wanted to switch it up a little bit to force some bigger sets on handstand push-ups, especially for the people who are doing SummerSlam. This is going to probably be in the workout, wink wink, of some sort. So this is every 4 minutes. It basically should work out just as a 3-minute on, 1 minute off that we normally do every single week. It should work out pretty similar to that. You might end up with a little bit of extra rest time in the beginning rounds, which is perfectly fine. That just allows us to recover and keep intensity. But by no means should, at any point in time, should we be pushing past the 3-minute marker on these rounds. Okay, we still need a good enough rest period to make sure that we're intense on the row, we're intense on the deadlifts. Okay, and then we can rest a little bit before we come off the deadlifts, hit a big set of handstand push-ups, and then rest and recover and do it again. So how this should work is the calorie row that you choose to do should be no more than 90 seconds maximum, okay, in the beginning rounds. If it's any faster than that, fantastic, but it should be a row that you can complete in 90 seconds or less at probably an 85% effort. Okay, it shouldn't be an all-out sprint because we have to go and do some heavy deadlifts right after. So we want to add some fatigue, add a little bit of disturbance to the posterior chain, right? Increase the breathing, but this shouldn't be an all-out sprint to get it done in 90 seconds. So there's absolutely no shame in first round maybe we get it, second round we don't get it, third and fourth round we just go for 90 seconds at a good pace, and then we move on. Okay, you're going to get a lot more out of the training application by doing that than trying to force this row and dragging and then get to the deadlifts when we fall apart. Okay, so no more than 90 seconds. Should be able to hop off, take a little breather, 10-15 seconds. This weight we've been doing for so long that we should be so comfortable with whatever weight we choose. 15 should be 1 to 2 sets maximum for this training application. Okay, we need to get to the barbell quick. Okay, if we do break, 8 or 9 reps, rest, 6 to 8 second rest, and then we should be able to finish it up. So we shouldn't be breaking this or falling apart on the deadlifts because they're too heavy, right? It should be a movable weight that we can still get through in 1 to 2 sets. So, all right, we got 90 seconds here. That gives you, 45 seconds or so here. That puts you at 215, right? And that gives you 45 seconds to do one really, really good unbroken handstand push-up set, right? And getting us done somewhere around that 3-minute marker, which would be ideal, okay? Especially in the beginning rounds, we should be able to get through these a little bit quicker, okay? So rest a little bit, 1 set unbroken. Obviously, if you do a couple, you fall off the wall and you didn't think that was good enough, then fine, hop up back on the wall. It doesn't matter to me. We're looking to get a big volume set here. So whatever that may be for you, hop up, do it, hop off, and then rest until that 4th minute is up, okay? If we're in between handstand push-ups, feel free to do as many as you can. Go to a dumbbell press or go to regular push-ups if we need to get a little bit more volume, but we're just looking for as many reps per 1 set so we can start forcing ourselves to go a little bit past our comfort zone in handstand push-up sets. Okay, I rambled a lot. Again, I've been doing that a lot. I think I'm drinking too much caffeine. I got to get off of it, but have a great hump day. If you have questions, let me know. Otherwise, it's a great day to get better, and we'll see you in the gym. Bye.